Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, we're gonna make this work tonight.
God, damn, technology just don't like me.
Nah, it ain't you, it's us.
Eh. But I'm so happy to finally get to talk to you.
Yes,
Yes,
we here,
because
we here.
I keep saying that you guys that are black male authors that are in the urban lit or urban romance genre are like unicorns. We know
Okay,
y'all there, but we just don't see y'all as often as we would like to.
okay.
So please introduce yourself, tell us your genre, and tell us the books that you have.
Hey, okay. So getting right to it. So my name is author Lamartz Brown. I write urban fiction. Right now, I'm in my urban romance, urban contemporary, bag. Yeah, and I've been writing for about 2 years now. I would say professionally because I feel like I've wrote books that have never seen the light of day, but I finally got my, my big break in 2021. So, yeah.
So what are the books? What name me? Well, I know your books, but tell them the books that
Of
you have available
course.
right now.
So my first my debut novel is Built on Broken Pieces. And my second novel is Blank Canvas of You, which is kind of like the urban romance type of feel. Built on Broken Pieces is more so a coming of age urban tale surrounded by family. So two different reads, but all dope in the same, sense.
Well, the blank canvas one, oh, I read that. Oh my God. It was wow, that was a great book for my introduction into you.
Okay.
So that was an amazing book, and we will get to talking about that. So tell me, what was your aha moment that said, "Hey, I want to write"?
Wow. So we were in the middle of a pandemic. It was nothing else to do.
Mm,
So why
right.
not, get down, sit down, and write something that I've been inspiring to do for about 14 years. I had this,
Mm,
story build from when I was a freshman in high school.
mhm,
And it really didn't come to pass until 2021. Almost 14, 15 years later, but it is something that, stayed with me. But the pandemic is what was like, hey,
mhm,
it's time to do it. You have the time now. You don't have anything to do. Like, really become who you want to become, which I always wanted to be an author. You know what I mean? So I think
mhm,
that it was my time. So although the pandemic was, really dark, so much,
mhm.
what's going on. I really can say I birthed, something, that is blank canvas of you. I mean, well, built on broken pieces, which is my first book. So yeah.
So, as a male author, especially a male black author, how is it writing in a genre where they don't like uh push you as much as they push the female authors? Because hell, let's be honest, they just don't push black authors, period.
Right.
But but when it comes to male authors, it's like I said, y'all like a unicorn to us, for us in the romance sphere, because the only people we know of is more than likely Zane and
Yeah.
Eric Jerome Dickey, you
Right.
know, and it's more out there. But where, how do you feel about that being such a thing, or stereotype that black men can't write romance because of
Right.
misogynoir or the misogynistic tendency?
Well, you know what? I never thought about it until I kind of started writing. My mentor, shout out to Be Love, who is, the person that kind of got me on this author journey. She's mentored me through, every stage of, building books. But to answer your question, I feel that I came into an industry where we have the Kawans of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him, best-selling
Mm-hmm.
author, legend in the game, but somebody who wrote some real gutter, street, type of lit. You never really heard of that, but when you step into the Eric Jerome Dickey, you
Mm-hmm.
start to get into more of the romance, not
Right.
so much street, not so much urban, and I think that I had to kind of pay homage to Eric Jerome Dickey in a sense and say, okay, men could write urban romance, or just romance, period. So
Right.
I think that just breaking that mold, that's how I came to think about it. One of the male authors that I always kind of like look back to, that's really doing their thing right now, is Cartier. Cartier,
Mm-hmm.
is a big name. Blake Shelton, is
Mm-hmm.
another one. So we have some male authors out here that's writing some heat. Most definitely.
So, from a male perspective, as a romance author, when you write anything that is like a sexual scene or something like that, how does making sure that it doesn't come off as being aggressive, but actually sensual to a woman's appetite, if you get
So
what I'm saying?
no, I get exactly what you're saying. For me, I've always been the romantic type. I always been the, slow, burn type. Let's have a date, type of thing. So
Right,
it was
right,
real easy for me because I grew up around a lot of women. So, I heard the stories of the things that they didn't like, the things that, they do like,
right.
in certain instances. So I took that, and when I became a husband, I'm a
Mm-hmm.
husband now, so shout out to my wife. But it's always gentle. It's always about the other person, when it comes
Right.
to those sex scenes, because I know what women like. Yeah, you like the rough stuff, but you like the romantic things as well. So I wanted to show, kind of both parts of that, because I could be a gangster and a gentleman.
Hey,
Straight up.
hey,
Straight
and
up.
and that's what women
Yeah.
like. Me, shit. I ain't gonna say all women, me.
Right, right.
But um, being that you write this, you also come off with saying it from a point of view of a male who can be in the streets, but and yet can be self sufficient in the sense in the business
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
So, what was that like writing about that? What is the primary thing you're trying to get readers to read? Especially, and I don't think your books are just for women; they are for men too.
Exactly.
So, what are you trying to convey with all that?
So for me, I had to show, so with like a Mega, Mega the car is one of the main characters in Blank Canvas of You,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to show that he did have a rough lifestyle, but at the end of the day, he still can be gentle to the woman that he loves. So it has to be a balance, because I
Right.
can't, be all gentle, and soft. I have to show you some of the rough sides of me too, because women, feed off that. Yeah, y'all kind of like come alive, when that part of us, come together. So I had to bridge together both dynamics. You
Mm,
can be hard and you can love the hell out your woman. You get what I'm saying? Like
right.
I love the hell out my woman, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna protect her. She don't gotta, worry about nothing, and we good. So I wanted to bring that, kind of to, everybody, because I understand that I was gonna have a lot of female readers. So
Right.
yeah.
So, have you thought about ever doing like a collab with a female author in regards to writing a book with a female author from both perspectives, female and male?
Yes, absolutely. Like, I would love to, this is me thinking big, because Be Love is kind of like the pinnacle for me. You know what I mean? Like she's like the real deal, the top.
Right.
You know, so I would love to do something, you know, with her or a Kimberly Brown or
Mm.
a Aisha Bree.
Ooh.
You know, who is amazing with the pen. Like I love how she brings together, you know, her stories. Or my ultimate favorite, if I ever she's like number one for me. Well, it's like her and, you know, another author, but Takira Allen. Like
Mm.
for me, that will be like amazing, because I feel like when I think about, you know, writing, Takira Allen is, you know, just a female version of my pen. Like she's serious with it, you know. And of course, RIP, you know, Tracy Brown. Like that would
Mhm.
have been, you know, amazing for me. So those some of the, you know, the authors I would love to kind of like tag team with, and I think that would be really good.
So let's talk about your books.
Okay.
You said, and on your first book, and it's so crazy because I've read Blank Hams, but I now have the other one on my list of read for next week. But let's talk about the first book because I haven't read the first book, so I can't
Okay.
really go in depth with it. Because
Okay.
trust me, when I read it and I do a review, I'm gonna go in depth with it.
Okay.
But tell me what is the book? What is the synopsis of it? What is the blurb of it? And
Right.
what do you feel about this book?
Ah, man. So built on broken pieces was whew, something that really derived from, you know, family drama,
Mhm.
family saga. It was something that was really deep rooted in who I am, you know,
Mhm.
as a person. Built on broken pieces was kind of like my baby. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like it's about, you know, three male main characters who, you know, are is trying to, you know, figure out, like they're young, you know, they're entering, you know, into college, you know, really trying to, you know, go from what we know as the gutter, which is Patterson, New Jersey, you know, really trying to come out of that and really be, you know, some good men. So the pieces that they were birthed on
Mhm.
was broken.
Mhm.
So they had to, you know, understand where they came from, those broken pieces, to create a solid kind of like foundation of who they were to become. So it's like a coming of age stories, three young men with a dream, you know, Kashmir who, you know, wanted to sing, like everything, you know, about music excited him. And then you have Mace, who his, you know, his brother, you know, who is a basketball player that is guaranteed an NBA contract. Nobody can,
Mhm.
you know, tell him different. And
Right.
then you have Kareem, who, you know, is a medical student, but, you know, get connected to the streets for a
Mhm.
reason. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And
Right.
it all come full circles. All of their stories kind of like intertwined together, and it's kind of like a bang at the end where you're like, wow, I never saw that coming. So built on broken pieces is really near and dear to my heart. 14 years, you know, for it to kind of like take place and take shape. It is going to be, in this exclusive, it is going to be a stage play coming soon. Definitely, my
Wow.
first book is going to be a stage play built on broken pieces. Bringing it to the stage, it was something that I wanted to tap into, because nobody really think about theater now. You know, it's all about,
Mm.
you know, movies and things like that. So I really want to tap into that space. So that's definitely soon to come.
That is amazing. Can you tell us where it's going to be? And, you know, because we need to get tickets and we need to be promoting, helping you promote this.
Yes, exactly. It's in the beginning stages. We don't know kind of like any dates, you know, any kind of like actors or anything like that. Definitely in the beginning stages. So I want to say, and I want to put this, and you heard it first. 2025, we coming out the gate with the stage play. Coming to
Wow.
hopefully a city near you. Yeah, yeah,
Wow. I most just let me know. I will
yes,
promote and will be there. Will be there. Hell, I'll
most
even do a
definitely.
review of the stage play to make
I'm
sure
down.
everybody know about it.
I'm
But
down.
you
I'm down.
you have, and when you talking about this book, you have a knack where you are telling stories of a black man that doesn't come off woe is me.
Right.
A lot of times when people tell stories of black men, it's always woe is me, not how I came up from the mud and now I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It's usually woe is me. And a lot of times you get that in romance books too.
Mm.
So I appreciate the fact that you are making stories where these characters, just because they came from the mud, don't mean they stuck in it, and they don't want you to
Say
feel
that.
sorry for them. Now
Absolutely.
that shows strong character, strong black man mentality, and I think that's what a lot of readers appreciate in regard. So was that your goal to make these men be that type of mentality?
Absolutely. I have this saying that I go around saying, I'm just built different. Like, no matter how you say it, I'm just built different. So I'm the type of guy that, yeah, I'm the romantic type. I'm gonna bring you flowers. We're gonna go on dates. We're going to really like connect emotionally. And I wanted to show that with each of my characters.
Right.
You're gonna see a male that, yeah, we go through the things, as men, but at the end of the day, like everybody that we love, we're gonna make sure is good no matter what it takes,
Right.
if that makes sense. So I want to prove that in all of my books. Like you ain't gonna be reading about no dogs, nobody cheating, nobody acting all crazy. Yeah, those may be side characters, but my main characters are gonna have morals. They're gonna have values, and it's
Mm-hmm.
still gonna be entertaining at the end of the day because they're gonna go through things that we all go through. But at the end of the day, as a man, as a
Mm-hmm.
male, I want to shine positive light. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna experience some men because in this world, you're gonna see some men that ain't really living up to the man code. But at the end of the day, you got those men that, nah, I'm gonna shine the light on the positive, man, that's the Renaissance man that maybe messed up in the head, but I'm gonna make sure that that my family is right. That mind thing is serious.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to show all of that. Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
what's up. That is what's up. So let's start with blank hand. Oh
Mm.
my God. You woo, that was a good
Mm.
damn book. It was deep too, but it was a good damn book. Now, with the main character, male
Okay.
character, and you have this black woman who is educated, thorough, and she ain't about no BS. And you got this
Mhm.
man, and I say this all the time: a man can meet a woman one time and know that's the one for them. You brought that. You brought that in this story. Was that intentional?
It was intentional. So blank canvas really derived from what is next. So at the time, me and my wife had just got married.
Mm-hmm.
We went on a honeymoon. And we were sitting at the table, and we were talking about the book. I was telling her, my feelings about it. I was like, I really need a banging name for it. Like I really want something that's gonna resonate, with the readers. So we was going through different names, and shout out to my wife. She was like, "Blank canvas of you." I
Mm.
jumped out my seat. So I'm very extra. I'm on the beach, the sunset, everything. I jumps out of my seat. I'm like, that is the titles. I call her Sweet. So I'm like, that is the title, Sweet. I was like, you really blew my mind with that. And from there, it really kind of like evolved into, two people that love art. That's the
Mm.
blank canvas. Like
Yeah.
they love art,
Yeah.
but then they have two different lives. You get what I'm saying? You have Mona Lisa Sutton, who grew up without a mother, who
Mm.
left. Her mother left, and her father had to raise her, but her father was mad because she loved the very thing that her mother loved. So here it is, her mother is gone. It's like, I don't want you to leave me too. So we're going to dim that light, so you
Mm.
don't have to focus on anything art. Then you have Mega, who is this big, gigantic, dude who from jump, didn't have really much growing up. His mom, was, really torn between, the dad and, the dad's lifestyle, and then the dad going to jail, and him never knowing what happens to the mom. As a kid, how not know what happened to your mom? Like, she just disappeared, never, to be found. So it's kind of like they had the same lifestyle, and when they collided is when the love happened. Is
Mm.
when everything intertwined. So absolutely.
It to me, it was like their heartache and pain turned into this beautiful art piece, because he got to open up to a point where he never showed that, even to those that were around him didn't even really know him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't
Right.
really know him deeply.
Right.
Whereas he brought that safety net to him, where it was okay to be him without
Yep.
judgment. And the same goes
Right.
with her. She, a lot of times people will say, especially Black women, we are too hard, we're too masculine. But when we find the right person, we
Exactly.
are the most feminine people you will ever meet.
Right.
And she gave her that safety net. And I appreciate it that you wrote
Yeah.
that way, because it's okay to be strong. It is okay to be soft when you have a safety net to be soft with.
Exactly.
And that's what
Exactly.
Megan was. And he was the same way. It's okay to be a hard ass. It's okay to be a businessman, but it's okay to let your guard down and just get loved on.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's what I took from that. Am I wrong about that,
No,
or is it more?
you're definitely right about it. When I think of Mega too, he never really opened up to anybody outside of his first love,
Mm-hmm.
which is Maya, who we learned that died in her sleep, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like died in his arms, type of thing. So, him opening up to her, and then her dying, and then
Mm-hmm.
having to be open to something else in a time where it's a crisis. He just kind of lost one of his brothers, so it's just like, wow, like, I'm meeting you when my life literally is transitioning. He
Right.
was going through a transitioning, and Mona Lisa Sunning fell right into it, right into it.
Right. And that's what makes it so grand for me when I see a Black male author that writes in the romance sphere or the urban lit sphere, because to me, it's always a message. It is a message in regards to how vulnerability is just not for women, it's also for men.
Mm.
So it's like seeing the best of both
Yeah.
worlds. You know what I'm saying? We get it when we read women authors that do romance, especially Black authors, because a lot of Black women can relate to it. But seeing a Black author that is a male that does it, then we get the best of both worlds, because now we see it from y'all point of view and how you guys see love on that level. because a lot of times not every Black person from every region are the same,
Right.
but we all deal with generational trauma, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow, we deal with it. But when you read characters like yours or other authors, it brings a light to us. Like, okay, I can relate to this. This is me. He is me. She is me. So I appreciate that. So
Right.
what is next for you? What, like, because you
Ooh.
wrote these two books, right?
Hmm.
So what are we getting more books
Ooh.
from you?
So let me tell you, I have been working on a book for some time now.
Hmm.
But I went through and I have to be honest with, my readers, even with possible, readers, and even with your people as well. I went through a stage where I was really depressed, like really
Hmm.
mentally bound, by everyday life, by the, things that's going on. So I did take a break from writing because writing wasn't, coming. The characters were there, but they were not being able to kind of like go on paper. So I'm
Hmm.
working on a book now. And I was telling my wife today, I really want to, kind of go in depth about it. But it is, another love story. Because I'm gonna be when I look at author Lamartz Brown, I am the pen lyricist,
Okay.
poetic pen lyricist. Like hands down, that's my tag. That's who I am. So I'm really getting in my bag with this romance. In this next novel, I'm looking to drop in February.
Hmm.
It's deep. That's all I can give right now. But because I don't want to, give, too much away.
Mm.
But let me tell you something. This book has invoked so many emotions. I can't wait for you to read it. So what I can say, two main characters. I can give you that. The female main character, her name is Berkeley Soleil Carson. She is, um, someone that, from a young age had to, kind of fight for, everything that she's going through. And then for the male main character, we have Iceland Ice Jones, who is somebody that, love planes. Everything about planes interests him. He is somebody that wanted to fly planes since he, was younger. And when they intersect, it is just, yeah. I'm just gonna say that. Coming soon, coming soon. I don't
Oh.
want to give away the title, but I would say you will get it first, and before anybody. I am going to email it to you, and you will get the cover reveal before everybody, because
Okay,
you
girl.
have been a supporter, for Blank Canvas of You, and I appreciate you. So definitely, it's coming. I got you.
It's when it comes to, and I say this all the time, when it comes to indie authors, I'm very diverse in what I read because I read black and white. But when it comes to my people, I will push y'all as hard as I can
Okay.
because y'all mine, y'all my people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We all black, so I have to push y'all because if ain't nobody else gonna do it, we need to do it. So that's how I look at it. So anytime I see y'all like becoming national bestsellers or best selling or y'all number one on Amazon, number one or whatever, that that warms my heart. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't get paid to do what I do. I do it because I thoroughly enjoy it. That's
And we love you for it.
that's my thing. I love y'all writing.
That's what's
Y'all
up.
be sick with the pen, and I honestly want to interview more male writers because I know y'all out there.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Mhm.
are.
I know y'all out there.
And the crazy part is even when we get off here, I can send you some male authors that is really dope. Really, really dope. One of the things that I inspire to do is kind of like do an event with all male authors. I'm thinking, Kawan is definitely, kind of like the pinnacle for, for me. The Blake Sheltons, not Blake Shelton. Why I'm thinking of the country singer, Blank Kennington. I'm sorry, like the whole time I was saying his name wrong. So do apologize. About that. My brother Cartier. Definitely do an event where it showcase all of us. Because it definitely is. Some authors out there. Definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna read some of these comments because they're
Okay.
going. Okay, Shannon, who is my business partner in the Boozy Book Tour that we do for indie authors, she says next month we should do that male authors. So, are you saying we should do male authors next month for the roundtable? Yep.
I'm
Okay.
down. I'm down for it though.
We gonna talk about it on TikTok. We do this interview, I'll get back on TikTok live on we'll discuss because I want to do a debrief of this interview with you because
Okay.
you gave me a lot of food for thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in regards to I just really want to promote y'all, especially okay, I'm gonna say this. I want to promote black male authors. Nothing
Yes.
against other authors. I just, as much as I promote black female authors, I want to promote black male authors because I know y'all out there and y'all need as much promotion as everybody else.
Right.
So with that being said, here's a question for you.
Okay.
Since you write romance, do you see yourself writing any other genre outside of romance and why?
Ooh. So I am thinking about, and I don't know if it's I kind of think it goes in the same sense as romance. But I have a erotica thriller. That I'm
Yes.
yeah, yeah, so that I'm kind of like fleshing out. I have the name, the characters, like everything for it. Like it's ready to go. So I think that is something that I'm gonna step into. I'm not a erotica uh person or
Mm-hmm.
reader.
Right.
But this book, I mean, whew, it resonates with me to the point where I run everything past my wife. Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?
I
And she's like,
love
oh my
that.
God, maybe you should do this. So, like, we are so excited about the erotica thriller or thriller erotica, however you want to, say it. But yes, yes, absolutely.
Yo, you know
Oh,
what? I
mm,
just read erotica thriller not too long ago. And I
okay.
have to say, when I said I wanted more thriller in my life, I didn't know that was gonna be the one that I go to. But I have to say erotica thriller is pretty decent. So
Yeah,
if you do, hit me up because
right.
I
You know I got
like it.
you. You know I
Okay.
got you.
Next question. You already told me that some of the females you would work with in regards to if you was to write a book with certain black female authors. What about males? What would be your dream male collab book?
Ooh,
What genre? And yeah.
wow. Um, whew, that's a good one. I would have to say Kawan though. And you know why I say that is because we could bring the street and the romance together.
Mm,
He has the street down pat. Like he can, write the hell out of a street novel. You get what I'm saying?
mm.
And I feel like I could write the hell out of a romance novel. And when those two come together, let me tell you that's magic. And one of the things I want to say about Kawan too is um he's always been, a real dude, very supportive of, every, author that comes, after him. So definitely Kawan, absolutely. But
Mm-hmm.
on the flip side of that, if I was to kind of look at new school, because
Mm-hmm.
Kawan would be an old school author. If
Mm-hmm.
I was to look at a new school, it would be, Cartier. My
Mm-hmm.
brother, we're around kind of like the same age. Every time I hit him up, he's good. He does a lot of erotica too.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could get in that bag. But definitely those two, kind of off the top of my head. And of course, Eric Jerome Dickey, if he was, here,
Yeah.
that would be, it for me. It would be it for me. Absolutely.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever thought of doing an anthology with just black male authors?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you got Kawan, you got Cartier, you got who else I'll put up there. So I don't know if you ever heard of J.M. Benjamin. He wrote a couple of banger novels too. And then we gotta throw some fresh, heat in there. Ah, Man, their name's missing me right now, but I've definitely thought about it. Definitely thought about it, and I think it will be successful. Like I think that we will really do our thing with it. I really do.
I, you, I literally, I'm sitting here listening to you, and the only thing I'm hearing in my head right now
Yeah.
is I would love for you to do an anthology or write a book together with you, Mo Flames, uh, King Benjamin,
Okay.
um, uh, his name is Quan. He wrote "Come and See Me."
Yes. Okay.
Him,
Quan
in
Parker,
India,
right?
I think,
Okay.
I have
Okay.
to check, but
Okay.
India Northleaf,
Oh wow.
um,
Oh,
and
she's
who else?
fire. Like
M Monique or either L Kaysen
wow. Okay.
and uh Dominique Thomas and Sheree Lewis. I would love to see y'all
Ooh.
come together and make a amazing black anthology of romance and street or
Ooh.
romance and MC club or romance and organized crime. I just know. I
Ugh.
just know
Put it out there.
that
Put
will
it out
be
there.
such a banging book because the
Yes.
way y'all write, it will
Yeah.
complement each other. The
Yeah.
way y'all
I agree.
write, and I don't know if these authors are friends of yours. I'll even send you their name.
I
But
I love it.
Mo Flames is already on here. But I literally would y'all and Dominique on here too. Okay. I would
Let's
literally
do it.
love if y'all came together because you'll get
Ooh.
the perspective like one story going into a next story,
Yes.
but it's the same story, but it's just from different perspectives of different authors.
So Pete, though, even if we do a book per character, like I do, one character, the next person do the other
Yeah.
character, or yo, yes, that will be
Because
dope.
it will be
Um,
like male, female,
yep,
male, female,
yep,
male, female. You know what I'm saying? But it'll
absolutely,
be all black authors come together to come with this series. I just think that
yes.
would be so great. So if
So
y'all authors on here who I just mentioned, or if you
let's
know of
go.
them, hit them up because I'm gonna send him these names because I feel like y'all should y'all should write these books.
Yeah,
Y'all should
yeah,
y'all
I'm
should
down.
write these books. I think that'll be the highlight of 2024, 2025.
Oh,
I swear to
let's
God.
go. Let's go. And let me tell you, even when it comes to cover design, you got me thinking like way ahead. So yeah, definitely, definitely.
I just feel like I don't know. I don't know because there's too many of y'all to not, y'all be so gifted with this street and this romance. Put that shit together. Put that,
Yes, yes,
put that shit together.
yes, yes.
I don't even give a damn if y'all do a Kindle Villa. I just
You
need the damn song.
you know, one of the things that I love though, I have come into come to, be in relationship with so many dope authors.
Mm.
And I think that the more we, collab, the more we, do things like we can definitely make it do what it do. Make it do what it do.
I just feel like y'all like I'm mad that I couldn't talk to you on TikTok
I know.
because
So
um
we gotta get my followers up. So help me get
yeah.
my followers to 1,000. Cause yeah,
I'm a like I said, when I get off of here, I'm gonna get on TikTok because I really want people to understand you are an author that they should follow, or author that they need to read your books because you hear it so much that I cannot find a black male author in romance. Or you hear the same names over and over again. Nothing
absolutely,
outside of that. And it's a new school
absolutely,
generation that's out,
yes,
but a lot of people only know the old classes, you know what I'm saying, from the 90s
right,
and the 80s and stuff. So
right.
I just feel like, TikTok, unfortunately, you have to have 1,000 followers. I feel that's stupid, but hey, I don't run 10 times. But I
Right.
just, it's stupid to me. I just feel like you should be able to go live, period. But
True.
yeah, I'm going to definitely talk about it. And
Okay.
also, do you have any uh newsletter, Facebook group, social medias? We want to know everything.
Right.
What's the name? How they can get in contact with you? Everything.
Right. Right. So you can follow me most places, Lamartz Brown. Definitely come up in most social medias. Instagram of course is the Life Lyricist. But everything is under Lamartz Brown. Yeah, website is Life Lyrics Entertainment. That's my imprint. That's who I am and what I'm about. A lot of great things coming. I don't have an email subscription list yet, but let me tell you, with this new book that's coming out February. I'm telling you, it's coming February, 2024. A lot of things is changing, so definitely follow me on those platforms, Life Lyrics Entertainment or Lamarck's Brown.
That's what's up. Hey, Blossom. So I ain't gonna keep you long. I just wanted to just tell you you are an amazing author. You write
Thank you.
from a perspective that is needed as far as male authors, especially in the romance genre. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate the emotional and vulnerable lessons that you teach for men in your books, and that it can be read by a male or female, and still take away the goodness of that book.
Yes.
And do not stop. Give, like Mo
Thank you.
Flame said, give yourself grace. Don't feed into negative anything, because those of us out here rooting for you, and it's those of us that are looking up to you, no matter how
Yes.
old or young we are. So keep that pen going, believe in yourself. Tell your wife I said thank you for having your back, and know that anytime you wish to promote something, hit me up. Hit me up.
Definitely.
And then I'm gonna
Thank you.
hit up the next person. And I'm gonna hit up the next person. And we're gonna do it like that. Word of mouth is everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Um,
with that being said, anything you like to share, tell?
I just want to say I really do, appreciate it. I know we had, some technical difficulties in the beginning, but we got on, we talked, we, laughed, conversated. I just want to say thank you for opening up your platform, for, a newer author, like me, a male author. And I wish you the best, and you're gonna get all of the exclusives. So just be ready for my next book is almost finished. Like I'm at the finish line. I'm like I told my wife the other day, I'm like, oh man, I just want to get done. I just want to get done, but it's almost there. I get my cover, on Monday. So I know that's gonna, be amazing. But this one, I think you guys are gonna love it. So thanks for all the support. And we'll definitely talk again. Definitely.
Okay, okay. Mo Flames, hit him up in his
Yes,
DM
please. Yes,
so y'all
please.
can get the ball rolling. You
Oh
too,
yes.
Dominique. Let's get this ball
Yeah, we
rolling.
gonna make it do what it do.
Just know I want to be a part of your hype team. That's all I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah. I got you. We got you.
But you have a good rest of your Sunday,
You
and I
too.
hope your week is blessed.
Thank you.
And keep up what you doing, my brother.
I
Keep up what you doing.
appreciate you. Thank you. We'll talk soon. Have a good one.